Good morning, Falcons. It's Wednesday, March the 25th, and welcome to a white day here at Summit Middle School. This is episode 6 of The Summit Show. Hey, this day in history, March 25th, 1965, while still in his 20s, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. led 25,000 people to the state capitol in Montgomery, Alabama, to advance the civil rights movement. Hey, weather today, I've got more good news. It's going to be sunny, high near 60. Perfect day to get outside, get some exercise, fill your lungs with that outside air. Hey, now let's visit with Summit's athletic director, Mr. Beck, for another episode of Sports.
Hey Falcons, we're going to walk down to the lake today. I'm really tired of being stuck inside, so we're going to see if we can't see if any fish are biting today. Open for bluegill, maybe some crappie. Let's head down to the water. This is my canoe here. I've had this for a long time, and it's gone on a lot of trips over the years. Most of them up in Minnesota and Canada. Some of you guys know Mr. Marble. He taught at Haverhill, one of my very best friends. He and I did a lot of trips in this boat over the years. So today we're going to head out here on our little local lake, see what we can find. So anyway, I've been doing this, I think, probably since high school. My first trip with my church youth group up to the Boundary Waters in Minnesota, up on the Canadian border. Since then, I don't know, 60, 70 trips maybe, including one every summer with Mr. Marble. Taking a lot of school kids up there, taking my family up there. Megan, who is recording right now, she and I did a trip a couple summers ago, just the two of us. So, yeah, it's kind of my calm place. Go ahead and stop for now. Might be a little bit early to catch them, but I don't know, I just like getting outside. I'm not a fancy fisherman, just a simple casting rod and reel and a mix between artificial lures and night crawlers. Today we're using artificial. Just a little 13-acre lake here where we live. Lots of bass, lots of bluegill, lots of crappie. Handful of perch. Today, if anything, I'm thinking we may pick up some crappie as they're getting ready to spawn. They're probably gathering offshore yet. If we can find a single one, we may find a bunch of them. All right, so we just had a nice hit. Looked like it was probably a crappie. Drifting pretty quickly right now, so we may have gone past their school. I think what we'll do is we'll reel in, we'll go back and drift over that spot again. There we go. Fish on. It's a nice little crappie. Look at that. There we go. First fish of the spring. That is a nice start to the afternoon. There we go. Crappie. Back in action. Took a little bit, but I think we may have found another crappie. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty fish. Look at that. Wow. That is a nice fish. There's a lot of folks who catch and release, and I release a lot of fish, but this lake is so full of panfish that we do harvest and fry a number of these fish for ourselves and enjoy some meals of fish. So that is what we're doing today. This is actually the first time I've had luck this spring, and after a winter with almost no ice I could trust, I've not caught and kept any fish since last probably October. All right, well, we're heading back in right now. It's a little chilly out here. I think I'll probably put on a different coat and a hat and maybe come back out later. Certainly thankful for Megan to come out and videotape this. Falcons, I know that sports this spring aren't like what we're used to, right? Probably not going to be a soccer season like we know it, not a track season like we know it. I have no final details on that yet, so we're still waiting. But I do want you to know that I'm looking for you to get outside and do something, right? Whether it's going for a run or a walk with your family. If you got a chance to fish, certainly fish. And I think next time I come to you, I'll be from my garage. It'll be more of a wood and craft episode. I'll take you to my wood shop, and we'll make something on that day, okay? Have a great day, Falcons.
Hey, that looks like a lot of fun, Mr. Beck. Now let's hear from Mr. Gator for a music recommendation and Pets of the Week.
Hey, welcome to another White Day Summit family. I'm Mr. Gator, and I'm going to bring you some more music recommendations along with some recommendations from people in the Summit family. So it's Women's History Month, so I thought I would showcase some female artists that I've been listening to. First off is Soccer Mommy, which is the stage name for Sophia Allison from Nashville, Tennessee. This album, Color Theory, came out last month, and it's already vying for my album of the year. Another band that I'm recommending is Rap Boys that released their new album, Printer's Devil, last month as well. Don't let the name fool you. They're actually an indie rock band. They were formed at the University of Notre Dame by Julia Steiner and Dave Sagan. So a little Indiana connection there. My last recommendation is Etta James and her very first album, At Last. She is soul, R&B, blues, whatever you want to call it though. She was just one of the most incredible artists of all time. So check out Etta James if you get a chance. All right, time to move on to recommendations that I've gotten from some in the Summit family. First off, we've got Adeline Hauer, who recommended the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. She said her mom loves to play it on the record player, as do I. She also recommended a couple more, including the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Stadium Arcadium and Pink Floyd's The Wall, which is a classic. Both great choices. Orchestra student Anelia Rybka recommended some orchestra music. So Mr. Orban, I think this means she gets some extra credit. I think we'd all agree on that. She sent me the theme to 2002's Spider-Man movie, which was by Danny Elfman. I personally love some Danny Elfman as well, including the Simpsons theme song, one of my favorites, and has been one of my favorites since I was, well, as old as you guys. Next up, Sophia Salway says she's been listening to Into the Unknown from the Frozen 2 soundtrack. She also said you just can't go wrong with any Disney, which I concur. Lance Holder shared that he's been listening to Stone Sour's Come Whatever May. So check out some Stone Sour if you get a chance. Finally, Mr. Mazak, he wanted to recommend Swedish power metal band Sabaton, their album The Last Stand. Apparently, he told me they're like a military, they do military research. Everything is based in history. So it's a good chance to learn in the process. So thank you, Mr. Mazak. If anybody else has more recommendations, please send them my way. I'll try and get them on the next White Days music recommendation. All right, everybody, have a good e-learning day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, good morning, Summit. So I'm Mr. Gator, back for Pet of the Week. And before I get to some of our students' pets that have been shared with me, I would like to introduce you to my second cat. This guy right here, his name is Charlie. He's my oldest cat. I actually got him when I was student teaching, so quite a long time ago. But my dad loved him so much that he wouldn't let me take him with me. So he was my dad's cat for, about 10 years before my dad left him to me. So now he is old and cranky. He wants to eat about every 30 minutes, which is why he's bugging me right now. So let's see if he can say hi to the camera. Say hi. All right, Summit. This is Charlie, pet number 2. It's now your turn to share with me some of your pets. So send them my way, videos, pictures, whatever, and I'll try and get them featured on Pet of the Week next White Day. Talk to you later. Hey Summit, it's me again. I wanted to share with you some more pets of the week from some of the students that have sent me some pictures. So we've got a few coming up here. We're going to have Adeline Howard's dog Rizzo, named after Anthony Rizzo of the Chicago Cubs. Quentin Miller's dog Diego, and Sophia Salway's dog Neighbors. Sophia said that it's a long story how Neighbors got their name. So maybe you could ask her sometime. Anyway, here they are, your pets of the week.
Finally, as you may know, the Summit Bakes Club is wildly popular. Let's connect with Mrs. Bassett for a virtual Summit Bakes meeting.
Hey Summit, it's Mrs. Bassett. And I was thinking, since we didn't get to hold Summit Bakes last month, how about if we make something together? Because I know y'all are working hard on your e-learning and you got to eat. So let me show you how to do some little mini pizzas. And this can be a snack, this can be lunch. So here are some of the things you're going to need. I like to use some aluminum foil, and I spray that with Pam. Now obviously everybody has already washed their hands, because that's the first thing you do when you go into the kitchen to be safe, because we're still practicing SOAR even when we're at home and working in the kitchen. So my kids love these little pizzas using English muffins. If you don't have an English muffin, no big deal. Maybe you got some bagels at home. Use a bagel. If you don't have a bagel, use piece of bread. No big deal. I'm going to make mine today using an English muffin. So next thing I need is some pizza sauce. So go ahead and put some on top. Now I really like pepperoni, so I'm going to add some pepperoni. And then you got to have some mozzarella cheese. I also like to add a little bit of Parmesan on mine. So sprinkle that on. And then just for a little added boost, how about some garlic salt? Not much. This goes a long way. So now, get your parents' permission first, of course. If you're allowed to use the toaster oven, go ahead and stick this in the toaster oven. I've also got a hot pad here just for added safety when I take it out. It's going to be hot. So into the toaster oven it goes. I'm going to set the timer. And then while I'm waiting, what I like to do is clean up a little bit, because that's being accountable. And then I'm also going to watch a little Tiny Chef, because he's my favorite.
If you're happy when you know it, when your face is over, show it. If you're happy and you know it, rattle your paddle. If you're happy and you know it, heat your oven to 375 degrees. If you're happy and you know it, heat your oven to 75 degrees. If you're happy and you know it, then bake it for 1.5 hours until golden brown. If you're happy and you know it, heat up your oven to 375 degrees.
Thanks, Tiny Chef. He's my favorite. He's on YouTube and Instagram if you want to follow him. All right. My timer just went off. I've got my hot pad. Look at that. There's a good looking lunch. Keep doing e-learning, everybody. Hang in there. We all miss you and can't wait to see you. Take care. Bye.
Looks delicious. Hey, now it's time to recognize the winner of Tuesday's trivia question. The question was, what is the current enrollment at Summit? And the answer, 782 students. No one got the correct answer. But according to Price is Right rules, we do have a winner. Student with the answer that was closest to 782 without going over was, drum roll please, 6th grader Jaelyn Haynes. Jaelyn Haynes, congratulations. Today's trivia question is, when was the last time a boys athletic team won a conference championship at Summit? I need to know when that was and what the team was in sport, okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this episode of the Summit Show. I do challenge you to commit to SOAR in all that you do and everywhere you go. Be safe, be organized, be accountable, and be respectful. And let's be happy today and make it a great Wednesday.